This is Korea News for January 25, 2022. On the 24th, Yoon Seok-yeol, the presidential candidate for People's Strength, argued that the Korean Peninsula process of the Democratic Party government has completely failed. Candidate Yoon also emphasized that the South Korea-US joint exercises, which the Moon Jae-in administration had reduced to create an atmosphere of dialogue with North Korea, would be normalized. Candidate Yoon announced a diplomatic and security pledge at the People's Strength Party in Seoul on the same day. A tougher stance toward North Korea than the Moon Jae-in administration was key. Candidate Yoon emphasized that we will pursue peace based on strong national defense rather than subjugation. However, candidate Yoon also suggested a carrot-and-stick measure that would provide full economic support if North Korea proceeds with complete denuclearization. In announcing his diplomatic and security pledges, candidate Yoon criticized North Korea, saying, "North Korea has been blatantly provocative, such as testing hypersonic missiles while upgrading its nuclear capabilities." Candidate Yoon continued, "We will deal with North Korea's illegal and unreasonable actions decisively according to principles." Candidate Yoon also explained that in order to cope with the North Korean nuclear and missile threat, we will accelerate the construction of a South Korean-style three-axis system, including kill chain, and upgrade our state-of-the-art forces such as surveillance and reconnaissance assets. Candidate Yoon also promised economic assistance to North Korea on the premise of denuclearization. If North Korea actively engages in complete and verifiable denuclearization, we will prepare an inter-Korean peace agreement and provide full economic support and cooperation, he said. He emphasized. For smooth denuclearization negotiations, candidate Yoon presented the idea of establishing a permanent trilateral dialogue channel by setting up a liaison office between the two Koreas and the United States in Panmunjom or Washington, D.C. Candidate Yoon in particular emphasized that we will rebuild the Korea-US alliance that was torn down under the Democratic Party regime. He said that the South Korea-US joint exercise, which was reduced by the Moon Jae-in administration, would be carried out normally. He also emphasized that he would normalize the THAAD, high-altitude missile defense system, base in Songju, North Gyeongsang, by completing the environmental impact assessment and ensuring the conditions for USFK missions. Candidate Yoon continued, "I will faithfully implement the North Korean human rights law," and pointed out that it is hypocrisy to ignore the harsh human rights situation of North Koreans while looking at the North Korean regime. Candidate Yoon announced that he would actively engage in economic and security diplomacy against the competition for technological hegemony between the US and China. Candidate Yoon explained, "We will upgrade the Korea-US alliance into an alliance that leads global innovation in semiconductors, batteries, AI, bio, 6G, nuclear power, and aerospace." He also announced plans to promote the bid for the Democratic Summit in Korea and participate in the vaccine, climate change, and new technology working group under the Quad. When asked about the Inter-Korean Summit, candidate Yoon said, "I don't do shows." A virtual human show host appeared in Home Shopping. In this way, virtual humans may lose their jobs. Even a show host like a real person appeared. Virtual humans are taking the place of real-world influencers. In addition to making joint purchases on social media such as Instagram, they are also selling goods as a show host in the live shopping mall that is broadcast in real time. It seems that the radius of action of virtual humans is gradually expanding. According to the virtual influencer production company NeoNDX on the 24th, NeoNDX's virtual human RIA was the world's first live commerce streaming broadcaster as a live-action virtual human show host. In the broadcast, which was held for about 30 minutes on Naver Shopping Live on the afternoon of the 20th, Leah exchanged real-time communication with viewers and answered various questions and requests. NeoNDX is known to have implemented virtual live commerce broadcasting using AI virtual human production and virtual human video real-time transmission technology. It is the first time for a virtual human that resembles a human to appear in live commerce and directly sell products. Previously, live commerce using virtual humans was introduced in China, but it was in the form of an animation character rather than a real person. Also, in the case of Korea, virtual humans appeared on TV Home Shopping in the form of recorded video, only to guide the sale of products. Taek-jun Kwon, CEO of NeoNDX, said, "We are preparing to train virtual human show hosts and expand the virtual live commerce business together with various partners. The goal is to move forward," he said. In fact, the scope of use of virtual humans is getting wider. Lottie Home Shopping's virtual human Lucy made a joint purchase of accessories like a real human influencer on his Instagram, and Nongyeop Financial Group hired a virtual human as an official employee. The broadcasting industry is actively using virtual human anchors. In China, in the end, virtual humans were recognized for their abilities and even surpassed real people to receive the Excellent Employee Award. Production of all models from the 26th was disrupted due to a problem with the semiconductor parts for Hyundai Motor's navigation. Hyundai Motor Company has taken an emergency to produce vehicles equipped with navigation systems. Due to disruptions in the supply and demand of semiconductors for navigation, the production of the relevant car model is in danger of being delayed from the 26th. Due to the shortage of supply and demand for automotive semiconductors, which have worsened since last year, it is expected that additional delays in the production schedule will be inevitable as delivery schedules for all models already take at least 3 months to a maximum of 12 months. Hyundai Motor posted an urgent notice on production on its intranet last weekend and shared that the production plan was unclear from the 26th due to shortages due to mass defects in navigation semiconductors for all models. Although there is a difference in the timing of semiconductor shortages by vehicle type, considering that the majority of contractors choose the navigation specification, almost all vehicle types are likely to be affected. The defective semiconductor item is an audio/video/navigation MCU supplied by ST Microelectronics to Hyundai Motor Company. In an internal notice, Hyundai Motor revealed the background of the shortage, saying, "The company's manufacturing process is causing a supply disruption due to mass defects." ST Microelectronics Korea made an official statement saying, "We cannot confirm." ST Micro is one of the world's 5 largest semiconductor companies, headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland. It supplies automotive semiconductors to domestic automakers such as Hyundai Motor and Kia Motors. Hyundai Motor plans to switch production schedules and shipment plans to undisclosed after the 26th due to the shortage of semiconductors. In addition, he explained that additional details will be announced when the production plans for each vehicle type are confirmed. The sales department ordered, the production plan may continue to be delayed after the 26th. According to the January delivery schedule shared by Hyundai Motor Company ahead of this, it takes 3 to 12 months from contract to shipment for major Hyundai models. The main reason for the delay in delivery is a shortage of semiconductors for vehicles. Hyundai is notifying that the Avant, which has more than 30,000 units on standby, will have to wait at least 6 months, and the Ioniq 5, which has ordered 44,000 units, will have to wait for at least 12 months. Tucson, whose orders for 34,000 units were delayed, was classified as a separate notice because it could not confirm the delivery schedule. Hyundai Motor said, although the supply and demand for semiconductors is a serious situation, production is not being delayed due to a single semiconductor supply problem for a specific part. Overall, supply and demand for semiconductors and production are very tight. As the navigation semiconductor defect and the Lunar New Year holiday, which will start at the end of this month, coincide, the waiting period for orders for new contracts in February is expected to be longer. Hyundai shares production plans and delivery schedules at the beginning of every month to the front line of sales to guide contract customers. Jang Hongchang, a senior researcher at the Korea Automobile Research Institute, said, "Unlike other auto parts, semiconductors are a pre-order system, so it is necessary to change the order method. We need to make the semiconductor supply flow smooth, such as switching to a sequential delivery method," he said. Thank you for watching.